the fellow marketers and advertisers. Have you ever told someone that you're an advertising student and they say that you're a marketing student? Or you say you're a marketing student and people say, oh, you're learning advertising and telemarketing? It can be a bit frustrating. And the thing is advertising and marketing actually do have a lot in common, and we do actually fall under the same umbrella a lot of times, but we also do a lot of different things as well. And so what I want to kind of talk about today are some of those areas where advertising and marketing do cross over and why it's important for advertisers to actually know a bit about marketing. And the thing is, as an advertiser, what you have to realize is when you are advertising to consumers, to those end consumers, you really need to answer their potential questions. So we have to research, what is it people want to know? Hence why advertising, people learn marketing and research and stuff like that, because you have to go out there and see is, what are those questions that people have? What is the thing that's most important to them? Because if you're talking about, oh, we have the cleanest restrooms in town, well, when I'm looking at a restaurant, I'm not really looking at their bathroom, I'm looking at their food. Now, if it's a gas station on the highway, I like to know who has the best bathrooms in town. Buc-ee's, by the way, if you're in Texas, just letting you know, okay? And so you have to think about those things. So think about it. If it's a university, what do people want to know about a university that they might study at? They want to know the rankings, like how good are they? What's the job placement? Where am I going to live? Another big one, what's the food? I mean, that's what you talk to people in recruiting for universities. They'll see people want to know, what am I going to have for eating? You know, what's out there? Like, what's the Instagram saying? You know, university food. They're asking about those things. And so when we do that research, we find out that's what's important. So that's what we have to talk about. If you look at the Twitter feeds and Instagram feeds and stuff like that, two different universities, they'll show you, hey, their pictures will be, here's student life, right? They'll show you what it's like to be a student there. They'll put in the numbers like, hey, we're number 2 in this degree and we're number 5 in this degree. They'll put that in there because they know and they've researched and they found out that this is what's important to them. And so we need to know that so we can advertise and make our advertisements based on those things, okay? If you're looking at a restaurant, what does a restaurant will need to be focusing on? They're looking at the quality of the food, so that's why you see all those pictures. That's why though restaurants are kind of upset that people take longer to take those pictures and it's harder to get people through. They know that they need to have that Instagram picture of our great food because they know someone will see that and they might be inspired to go eat that food and come back to my restaurant. That's why I always tell restaurants, I'm like, hey, teach your staff how to take good pictures of food. So when people ask them, hey, could you take a picture with us or of us? You can have the two people there looking happy, but also get a good shot of that food as well. So it's like, oh, I got one of all of you and I got a good one of the food. So there you go. They might share it. It might help grow and advertise your brand more. So you have to think about those things. And the thing is, this can go for any product. If it's a video game, it's going to be about the graphics and the gameplay. If it's a movie, it's about how funny it is or how adventuresome it is. You got to think about these things. What is it the client really wants? What's in it for me with them? We have to think about that when we're developing our ads. And so we see sometimes marketers get a little upset with advertisers because in advertising, a lot of times when I've worked with this, it's about creativity. And let's have some fun with this. Let's show our creative side, which is awesome. You want to do that. But we also have to realize is we still have to make sure we're answering those inherent questions that customers have because a confused customer doesn't buy. I mean, think about it. If someone gives you a box and calls it Boogly Woogly, you gonna buy it? I'm like, I don't know what Boogly Woogly is. Oh, there was an ad about Boogly Woogly. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know what it was. They don't buy it. And that's why you have to be careful when you make your ads and it doesn't always make sense. Like I saw a Subaru ad once and a whale was jumping over the car. I'm like, wait, so if I get a Subaru, whales are gonna jump over my car? I mean, I understand it's a humor side of it, but I don't see how that's a benefit of why I would do that. I mean, it was funny, don't get me wrong, but we have to think about it. Is it tying into something? And sometimes, like, no, I just want to grab attention, so I'll do something funny, which is fine. And we have another video that talks about that, but it's just something you want to kind of think about. Because we all know ads that we've seen and we weren't sure what the target was, what the point of that ad was, like what were they selling there? You don't want to have that. The old Where's the Beef commercial back in the days from Wendy's, and we're talking back in the days, like when I was a little kid. Like the thing was, the ad, everybody had the Where's the Beef t-shirts, and we knew where's the beef, where's the beef, where's the beef. But I have to think about what chain was that for? You know, you have to think about these things. And so that's where you got to be careful. And so we start to think about some common errors in advertising that you do see out there. One of the big things you have to think about and not mess up is you see people that actually, they're not thinking about the media that they're going to use, okay? I've seen billboards. Like, I'll fly into O'Hare and we'll drive home and we'll go on the highway going around, and there's these big billboards, 80 feet up in the air, 100 feet up in the air, whatever, and it's like this small text. I'm like, wait, I can't read that. And I'm going 90 miles an hour. I'm not going 90 miles an hour, but the other people are going about 90 miles an hour, so I'm driving carefully. What am I going to look up? Like media that way, and then they're like small font. Like, who can read that? It looks great on your computer screen, but does it look great when it's in situ, when it's in place? And so that's what you have to think about. Wait, if I'm going to do an ad on a billboard, I need to make it really quick. Like, I'll put the McDonald's arches with a Big Mac and fries, and I'll say exit 147. Okay, or exit 147, turn right. That's all we need, because people know McDonald's, they know the sandwich is there, they know where to turn off. Got it. But if I sit there now, McDonald's is new Impossible Big Mac with its no meat additives and all that information, people can't get that. We have to think about those things. How's it going to be showing up? Another thing is, have you ever gone on a website that's not mobile friendly and you're like, oh man, I can't read this, and try to zoom in, zoom out? I mean, I know for my work, we have this thing called Compass. It's how the students can get their grades and things like that. And God forbid you try to use that thing on your phone. It is impossible. Okay, like, oh, can I get the menu? Can I get the menu? No, I can't, because it's not mobile friendly. You have to think of that way in your ads. Does this work in a way that it's going to help? Because let's be honest, are you really going to memorize that website? Or are you going to memorize that phone number when you're driving by? I personally like back in the day when QR codes were big, and they would put QR codes on the billboard. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be on the highway going whatever miles an hour I'm going to go. I'm going to take out my phone, which is illegal in my state, and then I'm going to take a QR code picture of it from 90 miles, whatever. Seems cool on your computer, and it works on a computer screen, but not on a billboard. So we really have to think about the media we're going to use, okay? Another big mistake you might see is a confusing focus. Well, that's where people aren't sure what the main point of the ad is. This goes into when you're using spokespeople, okay? Is it an ad for LeBron, or is it an ad for Nike? I'm not really sure sometimes, right? And so you have to think about that. Will it be like obvious that LeBron is trying to sell some Nikes, or LeBron's trying to sell some Coca-Cola or something like that, right? So you have to think about those things. And for me, I think one of the biggest mistakes that sometimes happens in advertising, we make ads, is we forget about the 4 Ps: product, price, place, promotion, and also the value propositions that our products and services have. Because sometimes the easiest thing to do is just to say what you do well, and that can get people to buy. So I have another video that continues on from here that will give you a lot more information about that. So check out that video next. It's actually from this exact same location with this exact same shirt, just different toys in the background. Anyway, I wish y'all the best. Bye.